can't believe I'm fucking doing this. Alright. So. Fucking hell. So I've finally given in. Believe I've lost my. Probably lost my mind at this point. My door is still open. Fuck everything. So I decided that I'm going to watch Boku no Pico. Pico. I don't fucking know. Honestly, I don't fucking care. Well, I feel like it's time. It is time. So I'm gonna go back a little bit, kind of go over where, um, how I came across this, I guess, before I actually watch it, just so that my thoughts on this isn't skewed for, I guess, afterwards. So I first learned, or I guess heard of Boku no Pico when I was probably around the time that it came out. I wasn't huge into anime or anything. I mean, I never really got into it until I was about 16. That's even pushing it. 16, 17 years old. Um, I mean, of course, I watched things like Pokemon and I almost said Naruto, but I've never actually watched Naruto. I don't plan on watching Naruto. Ah, dear God. I think, but yeah, like Pokemon, I used to watch Inuyasha when it was on as a kid, like the occasional episode. I didn't really understand what was going on. It just was like, oh hey, it's this guy that has fox ears, and okay. I watched Sailor Moon. That was kind of the extent of my anime knowledge, and at the time I didn't even know it was anime. It was just, you know, after I would watch Pokemon, I would just keep watching TV, and then there's like, I think like Pokemon and Transformers, and then Inuyasha would come on, and I was just all excited because I was like, oh, it's the show with the cats that's probably way too old for me to watch because I'm like 5 years old and I'm watching this thing. Okay, probably older than that. I think maybe 6 or 7 years old. Um, but the first time I heard of Boku no Pico, I was dating this guy who was vastly older than me. Kind of fucked up, I know. I was that. I just realized how bad that sounds. So this is gonna sound really bad, and this is kind of going to explain a couple things, cause maybe why this guy brought it up. Anyways, uh, for the sake of identity, I will call him. Fuck. Let's call him Darth Vader. Vader for short, because I'm looking up on my dresser and I see my Darth Vader lunchbox. Even though, actually, no, Kylo Ren is probably a better description of him, so I'll just stay with Kylo. Um, so I was about 15. Actually, I think I just turned 16, and this new guy came to our school, and I was just starting grade 11, and he was a lot older. He, I guess, missed a couple grades. Um, I just turned 16. He was, I think, either 18 or 19 at the time. I'm not sure. Or maybe 20. I can't remember. I think it was 20. I'm pretty sure that he was like 20 years old or something. And of course, young little maid, and didn't think anything of it. I was just like, oh, hey, he's cute, he's nerdy. I felt like I was like, oh, I can be myself around him. Yeah, that relationship didn't last very long. And pretty much, his house was really close by to the school, so uh, my parents, like my mom was overprotective, but I wouldn't even say my mom was overprotective. My stepdad is very overprotective. That's fine. And anyways, after school, like I think I told my mom that I was dating Kylo at this point, but I didn't exactly tell them how old he was because he had a younger brother who was like in my grade. He was like the same age as me, and yeah, I mean I didn't know that until after I started dating him because basically I knew him for like 3 days and then I started dating him. I know, it's so bad. I was a stupid kid. I mean, he's not a bad guy or anything, but oh god. So yeah, pretty much I dated him for like a week. And in the span of a week, I went over to his place one day and he was like big into like this anime thing and I was very confused because I didn't really know what it was. Like I would see like, you know, people at school sometimes dressing up in like these like in like cosplay and maybe not necessarily cosplay, but they you could tell that they were like weebs. Um Stuff like that, but I never really like understood it. Like I guess I don't know. I didn't really like think like, oh, Japanese culture like that because for me, Japanese like yes, I absolutely adore Japanese culture. But for me, like that love came from like the actual old culture, like the things that you learned in school, like the history on like Japan and how like all of like their religions, like Shintoism and Buddhism and all that kind of stuff, and like how like their like shrines and stuff look, and like their parks and like the cities and stuff. That was my view of Japan, and for me, I didn't really think of anime as a part of it. And like even at this, even right now, it's kind of like a little bit iffy because I know that anime is a part of Japan. That is where it originated from, but that's not all that Japan is. Like to me, it's still I don't know. I don't know. I'm going on a whole other topic. But anyways, back to this guy. So he was kind of like recommending to me like I can't remember what was the anime that we were watching. We watched like an episode of something that probably is like not millennia old, but you know, pretty old by now, and was I think it was like one of those like popular at the time animes, and then after like a couple months, it just kind of falls off the face of the earth. Exactly how I feel about Beyond the Boundary, which is my favorite anime of all time, but it's just you know not out there. Like there's still people that cosplay at cons and stuff, and it's recognizable because it's a huge thing. But it's kind of like Um. So anyway, we were watching that, and then we were just kind of like hanging out in his room. He left his door open, so because that was like kind of like his rule where um if he had like younger people open first. Okay, this is probably another big red flag that I should have listened to. Was that if he had people over, he had to have his door open. Um, I'm guessing this has to do with this other girl that he dated that also happened to be in my same grade. that I went to school with in junior high. And by the way, to the people that I've told this story to, yes, it's the same girl. And that the same girl that with that whole weird relationship shit that happened like years ago. Um, but yeah, so pretty much Kylo ends up bringing up Boku no Pico. And he didn't like show me any of it. He was just like, "Oh, hey, you should watch it." And I think like I'm not sure if he was being serious or if it was a joke. Like usually with this guy, you could tell that it was like if it was either he was joking or if he was actually being serious about it. So, I mean, now that I'm looking back on this, I feel like he was actually being serious about it, which kind of really scares me, and I'm very glad that I got out of that relationship with him because from all that I know, he was, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he was into some pretty kinky shit. But I think that's taking it a little bit too far. Just a little bit too far. Okay. So, with that being said, that was the first time I ever heard of it. And of course, I never watched it because um, he's pretty much telling me like, don't watch it with your when your family's around, uh, things like that, like really sketchy shit. And I was like, oh, okay, I, what? So turns out I ended up getting home and I was going to watch it. I was actually going to watch it, and then I forgot the name of the anime. I completely forgot the name of it. And so I just kind of went with it. I was like, okay, I guess it's just not meant to be then. I guess I'm just not meant to watch this anime. Because, I mean, back then, of course, I'm like 15. I don't know Japanese. I don't fucking know it. So, like something like Sailor Moon, I can remember because it's English. It's easy to remember. It's like sailor and a moon, Sailor Moon. And also, if you type it into Google, you know you'll eventually find it. But Boku no Pico, just at the time, it wasn't very big. It was like this like weird anime that was like just I guess surfacing, and it was like I guess it was kind of like the whole Homestuck thing where you know it was like very obscure and only a few people knew about it and then it like just kind of exploded. Sorry. And yeah, so after that, I think I I didn't know I didn't touch it. I didn't hear of it again for like at least until I was like later in like the year or like when I was like, even 17 maybe. And I saw stuff on like probably on Tumblr about it, and then I just kind of slowly educated myself about this thing and then realized that this is an anime that I should avoid. Like this is something that that I should never watch. Yet here I am today, 1 a.m. in the morning, March 12th, 2016, on a Saturday. I am taking the plunge and I'm going to watch it. I feel like this is incredibly overdue because I am 20 years old now. I've been not I guess I can't really say an avid anime watcher. I've been watched a lot of anime for the past like couple months. just because I've been working on other stuff and I haven't really had the time to, I guess, watch anime recently. And so I can't remember where I was going with this. I'm just so I'm actually scared to watch this. And it was also I will also mention it is exactly 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not making this shit up. It actually is 1 in the morning. Well, it's 1:01 now, but I can't believe I'm doing this. I mean, I'm 20 years old now. I was going off on something about how I'm an avid. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna. I am at this point procrastinating this because I do not. I don't want to do this. I've been rambling for 16 minutes. This is going to be one very long YouTube video. Ah, fuck. Okay. I watched already 20 seconds of it because then before I realized I were thinking of like, oh hey, I should record my voice while, watching this shit. Oh fucking hell, I'm fucked. Here it goes. Great. Starts off with them naked. Well, almost naked. Laying in bed. That's a butt. That's a butt and a crotch. This. Oh my god, what the fuck? This is not. Oh my god, no. No. I approve of the crab, but the poor crab doesn't deserve this. Oh my god. Oh god, no, the bondage. What the fuck? Oh god. Nope, now he's naked. Now he's taking off socks. Oh, now he's naked. Okay. I'm not sure if I should be, like, referring to him as, like, a girl or a boy yet. Oh, there. Oh, that. That is blurred out. That. That was blurred out. Is there, like, an uncensored version? I can't believe fucking. Fuck. I can't believe I just asked that. Oh, I'm so fucking ashamed of myself. Okay, but seriously, I need like. It's not. It. You need to have the full experience. Is there even like? Oh no, it's censored in this one too. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the other one. I like how they actually have a thing that they do not distribute or like a disclaimer about like child pornography on things. Like they're just like the subtitle people are just like, yeah, no, we just did the subtitles. We're not promoting child pornography or incest. Oh god, what the fuck am I walking into? I should really close my door. It has come to my attention that this needs to happen. Okay, get my blanket because it's fucking freezing. I already see a dick on my screen that. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention when it comes to like yaoi and gay porn and just gay animes, shonen AIs, boy love, whatever, that doesn't disturb me. I have watched plenty of them, I admit. Some of them a couple times over. Uh, uh, I'm not going to list any off. I was going to, and then I'm like, no, no. Um, I I have probably watched most yaois at this point. I haven't watched any like maybe ones that came out in like the past like 6 months. Um, just because there hasn't really been any, I guess. I mean, the only one is like Junjo Romantica, and I honestly that one's like very tame. Especially like the last season. I was actually really disappointed with the last season because they only really showed like the occasional kiss, and it was just like, okay, this is like, sorry, ugh, fuck. It's like, okay, this is season 3, and like, I get it, they've had sex a few times, but season 1 compared to season 3, you compare those two seasons, and season 1 was way more like there's way more going on, like way more, like they showed more sexual tension, more like graphic scenes, like actually showed like I can't remember their names because I haven't watched it in a while. I just know Tamaki is one of them. Um, that's horrible. Uh, I think it was Tamaki, unless I'm thinking of Around High School. I don't know. All of these animes usually have the same names, so it's very confusing for me. But yeah, it just, I don't get it. They should be throwing in more, you know, gay stuff, not just like, you know, I guess throwing up the same crap every season, which is kind of what they've been doing. And as much as like the ending of like the last season was cute, it's kind of like the same plot line with them. Like it was like, oh, fucking little nerdy or ordinary boy gets hit on by like other hot men, and then his boyfriend gets all pissed off at the other men. Like it is the same thing. It's the exact same plot like that they've had for every single season, and it's like, okay, come on, you can do way more than that. So I mainly watch it for like the other stories, like one with like the teacher and like his student. That one's really adorable and well done, and like I applaud them for that because I mean that's a huge like it's kind of something that it happens in our world today, maybe more so with like in our like gay society where there's like a lot of like older like gay men pursuing like younger men, but this kind of way kind of flipped it around, whereas like the younger man's pursuing the older one, and the whole teacher student thing going on, and that's like generally illegal. Not going to lie, it's usually illegal. Um, I mean, I guess I don't know. I always thought that that was kind of like weird. Like, I think obviously if it's like an elementary school teacher and like one of their students, that's fucked up. That's Boku no Pico shit. Bringing it back to the freaking, you know, the subject. But like when it's like, university, there you hear about like professors like falling in love with their students all the time. Like it's kind of normal, and honestly, the age gap isn't even that big for most cases, and whatever. That doesn't bother me. Even like some high school situation. I'm not saying all. Like there are some really fucked up high school situations that are just fucked up, and you know that's their shit. But like when it's like there's like a teacher that's like 22 years old, and they have a student that's like 19 years old, 18, 19, and like okay, maybe not like an actual teacher that's 22 years old, but like a student teacher or something. That doesn't bother me. It's within the age of consent. It's fine. It's whatever. But I mean, not saying that every teacher should be sleeping with their students, but if you know there happens to be that thing outside of school, then whatever. Like it shouldn't. That was a whole other tangent. I keep procrastinating this and I keep staring at this fucking dick on the screen. And it's like like one of those shots where it's just kind of like there's like the glass of water, then there's just like the ass with the dick. Okay, I don't even remember what I was like the initial point of that was, but I'm gonna keep on watching this shit fest of dicks. I can't believe there's already sex in this. Like that's fucking insane. I thought that there was gonna be like some lead up to it, like you know how most how like not even just like anime like yaoi and shit. Um, but like in porn itself, usually they have like a lead, like a build up to it, and it's not just an intro theme. It's just like like introducing the characters before throwing dicks at our face. Like that's all I ask for. Dear God, okay. I guess I'm only 2 minutes in, and this video is already probably going to be like an hour long. There's some ice. Okay. I actually never got that, the whole ice thing. This is all like censored. Well, I'm kind of glad that it's censored. It's probably censored because it's fucking, I don't even know, like a 12-year-old? Probably not even that old. 7-year-old? Why is there a cactus and then there's a dick? Okay, that's a thing. Kate, don't put ice between the ass. Oh my god. Don't put ice in the ass. Why would you do that? Oh my god, no kid would ask for that. Who asks? This hurts. Why does this exist? Okay, now we actually get a story. My computer is just like, it's like lagging every once in a while. It's like, oh, why? Why are you doing this to me? Stop making me watch this shit. Okay, why would you go to the beach fucking naked? Oh my god. Unless if it's a nude beach. But, I mean, why would a 7-year-old be. Why would you take a 7-year-old to a nude beach? Are you fucking kidding me? He's 7 years old. He's 7 fucking years old. Stop looking at him, you fucking creep. Why are you paying money to see him? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you creeping on a 7-year-old kid? Not to mention, isn't this guy like his brother? I mean, they look nothing alike, so I don't even know. wow, somebody actually said something, and it's like the fucking old man. He's my grandson, he says, while he's wearing like really pink apron. Pico's like, what the fuck is with this pervert? Why would the old man ask? Oh my god. Why would the old man ask, like, this old guy that he doesn't even know to, like, be friends with Pico? I just came to the conclusion that the old man must be blind and probably doesn't know that this guy is, like, probably, like, at least 18, 19, 20 years old. So why does this kid have boobs in the first place? That's what's confusing me. Did he just... He just fucking sniffed. Oh my god. What the fuck is this? What? So he can drive, so yeah, he's at least like... He's at least... I don't know what the driving thing is in Japan, but probably at least 16. Oh my god. Okay, and nobody eats their ice cream that sexually unless if they're obvious. Oh my god. What the This kid is fucked up. You know, I was gonna say I honestly, you know, think the guy is, or the older guy is probably to blame for this, but the kid is not, I don't know. They're both equally at fault here. Okay, why would you just kiss a little kid? What the fuck? That's just cruel. I don't even. This just went 0 to 100 way too quick for me. He looks like he's confused. Also, last time I checked, I don't think a penis gets erect like that at all. That is not accurate. Dude, he's fucking 7. What the fuck? Okay, I'm pretty sure that a dick wouldn't be that moist. I just. Also, the moaning is just excessive. I mean, I guess, like, you know, he is 7, but this is excessive. Like, even for a 7-year-old. Okay, a butt doesn't do that. I'm sorry. I mean, even for a little kid, he probably wouldn't come that much. Oh my god, that feels so bad. Like, technically, he hasn't even, like, finished or anything. Oh my god, what the fuck is with this music? I'm sorry. It wouldn't stick to the roof like that. What the? I can't breathe. It got all over him, and it's just like that doesn't happen. What the fuck? The grandfather doesn't even give a fuck. It's just like, just, just take. He's probably one of like those grandparents that's just completely hates their grandchild whenever they come and visit, so they're just gonna like, just fucking take them. Like, I don't take this fucking ass white shit staying away from me. Let me like play my cards and smoke my pipe in peace, thanks. He actually bought him clothes that are for. He's actually putting it on. No, he's topless. He's fucking topless. Unless if he was topless before, I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, and not even like 5 minutes in, and there's more kissing and shit. No, no, it's not Pico's fault. Oh my god. And now Pico's taking an initiative. Why is this dick so big? What the fuck is going on? This is wrong on so many levels. This is so fucking wrong. Okay, I'm pretty sure a 7-year-old would not be able to basically deep throat a dick like that. I'm sorry. Kate, you could have swallowed. Oh my god. Why is there so much cum? Why is it everywhere? I wonder why you can't get any guys his age though, because he like has like premature ejaculation or some shit. Well, that's a thing, because because he's saying no, you should probably stop. This is like sexual harassment right now. This is really uncomfortable, or making me feel really uncomfortable. Whoop, and now he's naked. He probably didn't even use lube. That's the worst part. That poor fucking kid. He didn't even ease it in. He just like shoved it all in. Like I would be screaming if any guy ever did that to me. And like that that what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, he's not even doing it gently either. Uh, I've seen some pretty fucked up shit. I have seen some pretty fucked up shit in my day. But nothing quite like this. Like how his cum always goes like right on his face. Like that is not realistic at all. I'm sorry. Even if you're like short as hell, that just doesn't happen. That was a very devious laugh, and that scares me. Okay, you should have fucking expected like a little kid to ask. I'm surprised Pico didn't run out of there a lot sooner. But okay, why would you go into the freaking elevator naked? And also, okay, who thinks like as soon as they like I don't know, after that whole experience, whatever the fuck that was, just like, hey, I'm gonna cut my hair. Okay, now Pico actually looks a lot better now that his hair is short. What the fuck? Let's go back together suddenly changes this kid's mind. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? And now he's happy? It's like, what? And now he's. What the fuck? This kid is like a nudist, I swear. What the fuck is posting though? Because you're a fucking pedophile. That is why you cannot fuck on a beach. Because he is 7. And you are like 20. Oh, that just like went straight to the point. Okay. That's just like getting like straight to like what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Need I say it again? A 7-year-old would not be able to fucking do that. Like, I'm sorry, that just, oh my god. I'm just waiting for, like, the old man to, like, walk past. That was the most, like, cinematic fucking confession I've ever seen. What the fuck was that? Like, why? 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 Okay. I hope that there's a fucking gift somewhere. I can't handle. I can't. This is all worth it just for that one little shot. I'm fucking crying. him that like and I'm like that ultra gay like fucking anime that I watched. Holy shit, that was all worth it. Just for that. Just for that, I the pain that I went through was I made it through the entire episode. I made it in through the whole fucking thing. Unless if there's like something at the end, which I'm just kind of skipping to. I don't think there is. Oh my god, my chest hurts from laughing so hard. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, there's like nothing at the end. So that was quite the experience. I'm kind of speechless right now, to be quite honest. Um, Definitely not what I was expecting at all. I was kind of I was expecting something to be like kind of fucked up, especially with like the age difference. But I wasn't expecting so much sex. I really actually wasn't. That surprised me. Um, as as Val stated before, there is no plot. There's no plot, or at least as far as I could tell. Maybe there's some in future episodes. I'm not sure if I'm ready to venture into those yet. I think I need a break after this. A long break, like maybe another 20 years, potentially. I feel like I need to reassess my life choices, what has brought me to this point in my life where I felt like I had to watch that. Um, I guess, trying to take this piece of crap seriously, there, aside from like the obvious, like, I this one didn't really seem like the incest one. I guess incest comes in at a later point. Um, but aside from like, child pornography, and the fact that this kid is 7 years old, even though in the first episode it didn't state how old either of them were. Um, I know that there are a few animes and yaois out there that have like younger characters, but they're still like, within the age of consent or something. Like, this is probably a very bad example, because I'm pretty sure that the characters are actually the same age, if not like very, you know, their age isn't to like an extreme. But with like Love Stage, the main protagonist is pretty young looking, obviously kind of girly looking. It's kind of like it can be compared because, I can't remember their names either because I'm horrible at remembering names from anything. Doesn't matter, anime, movies, TV shows, unless if they like, repeatedly state the name of the character over and over and over again, like main characters and stuff. I'm horrible at remembering names. Uh, Even for like anime, like it has to be an anime that like really like either like I was on Tumblr at the time where it was like huge and it exploded, so I would remember their names better, or like you know their names were just easy to remember for me. Um, like for example, Kirito from Sword Art Online. Like I just remembered his name because it's easy to remember. Or Asuna, or even like Mirai from Beyond the Boundary is just like an easy name for me to remember with a unique character. Not saying Sword Art like me. I mean, Sword Art Online doesn't really have unique characters, so I'm just gonna move on from that. Um, Sick burns. But like with Beyond the Boundary, the characters I remember their names fairly well. Like just because the characters are so unique and like there's not really a lot of other characters that are like them. Like Mirai has a very different look. Like yes, she has pink hair, but it's styled differently. Like she looks like a person that you could go out on the street and see, kind of thing. Um, like she dresses normally. She has like the signature red glasses, blood magic shit, blood wielding, things like that make her stand out. So I remember her name, and obviously she's the main character from. I mean, before it was even my favorite anime, you know, her name just kind of stuck. But yeah, anyways, going back to Love Stage, same kind of premise. Uh, Not really, but you know, guy's mistaken for a girl. Uh, Other guy that he ends up kissing ends up trying to find this girl that's actually a guy, and then shit happens. Um, but at least in like Love Stage, they're both older. They know how to make like the conscious decisions about, you know, sex, and they don't even have sex until like the ova, and it's actually hilarious because basically it's I can't remember his name. I really cannot remember his name. Fucking hell. Um, I'll call him Honey because he has blonde hair, and I don't know. That's the first thing that came to mind. Um, Basically, Honey Dude is just like flipping his shit because his first time with the other guy hurt, and he was like, "What the fuck? I don't want to do this again. It hurt." Like, and then he was like flipping shit until eventually like his mentor was just like, yeah, I'm gay too, this is how you properly do it. And the other guy was like all like scared because he knew that he fucked up, and then he did like research for like 2 weeks or something like that. um but like that was like it was funny, it was realistic, and they are like older characters. Like I think he was at least, I want to say like Honey was like probably at least like, I think he was in university, so I think he was like 20. Even though he didn't look like it. Um, so yeah, there's that's fine. That's like completely different. But when it came to like Boku no Pico, it's like Pico is 7 years old, and he was basically forced into pretty much every single situation. Like everything from, you know, I mean, aside like the fucking douchebag, I'm gonna call him douchebag, um, basically kind of instigated everything. And I mean, when you're with the younger partner, usually you do kind of instigate a lot of things, especially if they're like, new to everything. But, not when they're 7 years old. Like, when they're 7 years old, they don't understand, they don't get it, they just, you know, they think, oh hey, older person, I'm just gonna do what older person says because, they're the older person here and they obviously know what's best to do. Like, no. No. That is not how it fucking works. Um, that is why the age of consent is, I think, like 16, and then after that it's like, 3 years difference max or something weird like that. Um, and even then, I think it's like they have to be like 13. I can't remember. I think it's like the age, like the 3 year rule, like law thing starts at like either 12 or 13. At least in Canada. I'm not sure about everywhere else. I know that there are places that like will marry off their children at like the age of 10. Um, which is pretty fucked up. But yeah, when it came down to this, it's just like Pico is just being forced into all of these situations, like everything from sucking his dick. Well, actually, no, that was not forced. He actually sucked his dick. Uh, the one thing that I bring up has to actually, but everything from like licking the ice cream off of his shirt to like fucking, fucking, fucking. There. Perfect, wonderful. It's basically 2 a.m. right now. Almost. I've wasted an hour of my life dedicating, like, an hour of my time and of my life thanks to this fucking shit. And this is only the first episode. Anyways, back to the point. Yeah, he was like forcing Pico into everything. That grandfather is a very shitty grandfather. Honestly, though, I think if I was a grandfather, like if I eventually do become a grandfather, I probably wouldn't really give a shit for any kids, not even my own grandchildren, to be quite honest. I mean, I might, like, obviously give a shit about them, but. And obviously, if there was a fucking pedophile going after them, I wouldn't be like, oh hey, do you want to be friends with my child? Or not even with my child. Like, hey, do you want to be friends with, like, my daughter, son's brat of a kid? Like, there's just some things you don't do. There are some things in this world that you just don't fucking do, and that's one of them. But yeah, there was also the fact that, he forced Pico to dress as a girl, and he was kind of like, what the fuck? Why are you making me dress as a girl? I'm a boy. Hello? I mean, I can relate. I can relate, dude. Um, you know, being a friggin' transgender guy and all, like, that was my life, dressing as a guy. Or not dressing as a guy, dressing as a girl, and then it was just like, yeah, fuck that shit. Fuck all those dresses. Fuck all the makeup. Don't have time for that shit. So, my conclusion is, um, honestly, if that's your thing, then okay. I mean, I'm not okay with it, but you just, you just, you do you. Um, just never talk to me again. That is what I ask. If you're into this shit, just don't ever talk to me again. Delete me off Facebook. Uh, delete my phone number. If you don't do that, I will block you. Um, of course, if you are into that and I actually don't know about it, you might want to keep it that way. if you want to keep me as a friend or any person, acquaintance, anyone that you know of, yeah. Basically, if that's your thing, I don't think I can associate with you. I am very tolerable of a lot of things. I am very tolerable about a lot of things involving sex. I admit, like things like, you know, incest doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm pretty sure like real life incest would really, like, that's just too far, man. That's way too fucking far. But like even like animated incest, it's kind of like, hey, whatever, that's your thing. Furry porn, sure, that's your thing, go for it. I mean, I'm not into it, obviously. Um, just totally slammed my hands into my computer. That was a mistake. Um, I mean, if you're into like whatever, like bestiality is kind of where I draw the line as well. If you're into that shit, I'm sorry. That's just what, like, why? Why? But like, I don't know. If it's like, you know, animated or something like that, I really could not give two fucks. As long as I don't have to see it, as long as I don't have to hear of it, as long as I don't have to ever experience it, or know that you enjoy fucking your dog, or having fantasies of fucking your dog, go for it. That's fine by me. That just whatever. That's your thing. That's your thing. But as soon as it passes into freaking child pedophilia porn, I no. That's where I draw the line. That no. Mm-mm. In fact, I'm kind of actually really ashamed that that I ended up giving into this, that I ended up watching this. Um, as you can see, I am a roller coaster of emotion right now, mainly because the pure shame that I feel because of this has probably scarred me for life. I believe that this is something that I will never be able to remove from my mind. Just be minding my own business, you know, like eating lunch with like my dad or something, and then I'll just like see like a little kid, and then I'll just be like, oh, fucking Boku no Pico dicks. And this is why you should never watch Boku no Pico. It's why if you are one of the few people out there that have been untainted by this shit, please, please don't give into it. Just do not follow your temptations. Don't say, oh hey, maybe I should do this because everybody else is doing it. No, no. Be better than them. Make better choices than I did. Because, you know, you could have regrets in life. And, I mean, there is like the whole phrase of YOLO, you only live once. And then I think that was my mindset going into this. But there are just some things that you cannot take back. There are the select few things that you will never be able to regain in your life or block out of your memory and your mind. And I have to be one of those people that has to say to people when they bring up Boku no Pico, like, Yes, I have watched Boku no Pico rather than being proud of the fact that I, you know, managed to avoid it for so long. At least if I was a kid, if I was younger, if I was didn't know what it was when I was going into it, I wouldn't feel as shameful as I do right now. In fact, I would feel like it would be more accepted. But no, I had to make this mistake of watching it my prime age of 20 years old, and I watched this. I mean, at least if I was younger, it would have been a very good um, tool or lesson on, you know, pedophilia and why you should never listen to, or I guess more so, fuck older guys or given to their temptations or listen to what they say, especially if you are 7 years old. And that is my warning to you, to anybody watching this. And to myself, that I should have followed 1 hour prior to watching this shit. Can say the only thing that is worth watching is the last final cum shot, because that shit was absolutely hilarious. I give them that. But as far as everything else, just don't waste your time with it. It's not worth it. It's the feelings of shame and dread and regret that I'm especially feeling right now is it's not something that can really easily be I don't even know how to describe it. It's just don't put yourself through this. Whatever you do not put yourself through this. I just beg of you. I mean, obviously, if you're curious, I can't stop you. People are gonna watch this regardless, either for like a dare or like, they're just bored like me and they've heard about it for years and then they're kind of like, hey, I wonder what it actually is. Like, I know what it's about, but, curiosity killed the fucking cat. So, this is an hour and 22 minutes in. I think that I am done talking about this for now. I hope you guys heed my warning. And I'm probably not going to sleep tonight. Probably just I'm afraid of sleeping and having a dream about fucking Pico or creepy asshole douchebag going after me in my sleep. And I am dead tired right now. I am fucked. And not in a good way, like this is just no. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention. Before I conclude this, I will also bring up the transgender topic about this. I mean, considering how that was the main conflict, I think, in this whole thing. I mean, aside from child pornography, um, you can't force somebody to dress as another gender, um, and expect them to actually like it. Like, I just, I don't know. I don't know. I had a point for this, but I'm just too ashamed to talk about it. Um, if I feel like talking about it, I will add it potentially at the end. If I mean, assuming that this shit thing isn't like an hour long already. After all, I've been talking through most of this, so I don't really plan on editing much because I'm a lazy ass fuck. Um, and I don't have the time to spend more fucking time on this fucking bullshit. So, I'm just gonna cut out the parts of the audio where I wasn't really speaking for long periods of time, and that's pretty much going to be it. Oh yeah, and as for this virus, I am so sorry. I now completely understand, and I should have listened to your warning. I really should have, but I didn't. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I am a fucking idiot. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a better night than that I've had. Um, yeah, I I I don't know what to say. I'm just bye. I'm done. Just fucking leave. Leave me alone for the next 2 days. I need to reconsider a lot of shit about my life.